Hi, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Don't Let It Stu. My apologies. It's late in the week. It's a Friday, but Friday is a good day. Like, it's a nice day to end the week as we get ready for Gay Pride this weekend in West Hollywood, which I'm so excited about. I'm going to talk to you. I have one of my favorites here today from Daily Dose of Donna, Donna Bowling. Hi.
Oh my God, Gay Pride is this weekend?
Yeah, it's come out Sunday. I'm going to text Zach after this as well. I'm going to do a breakfast brunch at my place. So you're invited to come there. And then we just kind of walk down and kind of just like follow the parade down the street for like a few hours. And like, that's it. It's fun.
Is it like, okay, I've never actually gone.
It's like I'm going to wait all weekend just for the Sunday. Sunday is the best day. It's the funnest day.
Why is Sunday better than Saturday?
Saturday, the festival is going on. Like, you pay in, you go in, but there's like a bunch of people there, and you know, you have one of those bags and they're promoting stuff to you, and they put them in, and it's just fucking walking around getting promoted by people, like with products and brands and all that stuff. I did it years and years ago. I don't need to do it again. But then there is like bands on and stuff like that, like on Saturday night and Friday night. Like, it starts tonight, I think. And they've good lineups. I just have no interest in that.
It's just more of a Sunday's more chill.
I just chill, like, you know, it's like a bit of day drinking. You're home at like 5 o'clock. Like, that's like sweet spot for me. You know, I don't want to be out. Yeah, it's super fun. It's something I look forward to every like year. I think last year, the year before, I was in the parade with Project Angel Food with Anna Gasteyer. The two of us were in the car, and she was like singing to me. It was like it was so fun. It was so fun.
Amazing.
So if you go down, come say hi.
I will. I mean, of course, I'd have to.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk after this. Also, Donna and I are going to be in Chicago with Zach Peter. Go get your tickets at nofilterlive.com. I'm going to be doing the Brooklyn show as well, because we found out I'm going to be at Jill Zarin's, her her luncheon party in the Hamptons the day before. And he's like, why don't you come down and do the show on Sunday? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be there. He's like, yeah, no, Saturday, and then I'm going to fly to Chicago on Sunday.
I don't have like the days and the dates right in my head.
27th or something like that.
But do you know what a big fan of Jill Zarin's I am? Like, I am.
God, I love her. Like, she's one of my great friends. Like,
but
I
you know,
her in Boca, and like, she's the best. I love her.
You know, I'm a Jewish girl, so she's my Jewish mother in my mind.
She like. When I stay with her in Boca, like, we play pickleball, we play tennis. She looks after me. She takes me out. Like, it's like so fun, but so chill, you know? Like, she will make sure you have everything. Like, my mom died.
Her.
So like, she's my second mom.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you tell her that there's a Jewish girl in Los Angeles that secretly has like, I don't know. When I watch her, I just love her. And some people, the thing about an energy like hers is that people don't get it. You know, some people just don't get her energy. And I'm like, oh, she's home.
Yeah. I'm just like, because I work for Jewish people as well, like for Private Chef and stuff, over Long Island, like Jew. And like, they're my favorite people. Like, it's fucking like manic. It's fun. It's like a bit aggressive sometimes. It's just like, it's loud. I love it. It's like fast pace.
I think if you come from like Italian families, maybe you understand it. There's a certain kind of cultural thing that maybe some people just don't really fully get when they come into a Jewish home. Yeah. It's loud. Like, a lot of people think Jill's yelling maybe when she's talking to Gary, right? They think that she's yelling when she's like, Gary, but she's not.
She's not. She's just being her. So
so cute.
So funny.
Is Allie, her daughter, is she single or is she with that guy from Love is Blind? Because they're always posting together.
Oh, they're all I don't know.
We have to find out.
I'll find out. Next time I speak to her, I'll ask her. But I want to say I don't think so. But I don't know.
They're always together.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'm going to see her in like a month or whatever, in 2 months, whatever. I think it's the end of July. How do you feel about picking people up from the airport?
In LA?
Like, oh, come on. Like, is that something that kind of bothers you?
Yes.
That's so, like, I think it's an Irish thing then. Like, I always like, so my best friend from Ireland is coming in. I'm going to the airport after this. And he's like, do you want me to get a taxi? I can get an Uber. And I'm like, no, I'll pick you up. Like, we're going to be hanging out. He's here for a few weeks and stuff like that. Like, I think it's always nice when you have a friend, a good friend, and like, listen, I'm excited to see him. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and I just like when I have a familiar face picking me up from the airport. I would do this with my Scottish friend, like Craig, all the time before he moved to Palm Springs, and we would do it for each other. And when I had a boyfriend before my last boyfriend, like I would do it for him, he would do it for me. It was kind of like an unsaid thing. But I always like having a familiar face when you come out to the curb and you're tired and you just like want to see a friendly face and maybe you go get something to eat. I love to do it. Like I will do it for you any day. Don't call me, but like I'll do. So that I
Well,
was just,
so I was gonna say you're a giver. You like you like to give
yeah.
that as a it makes you feel good to give.
Like what is it? The five
Your love
things or something
language,
like that. Yeah, love language, right? It is. I
acts
do
of
like
service.
to kind of take care of people or whatever like that. I'm like, I like to do because it's something that nobody does. And I feel like I'm not doing it to like get anything. It's like, I don't know. I think I just get off on like just looking at them kind of happy when they see me and I get to pick them up and like what
Let me
I
ask you a
know it's
question.
crazy.
Is your friend more than a friend or just a
No,
friend?
no, just a friend. It's like, oh my God, it's my best friend Shane. We were in London at Taylor Swift last year and stuff like he lives in Dublin.
Okay.
He wants a big
So
vacation, so he's coming for a while.
so your question is very like there's a lot of conditions here. Number one, you live in West Hollywood. It's a lot
Yeah,
easier to get to the airport, I think, from West Hollywood than where I am in Sherman Oaks. It's also the
sure.
time of the day that we're talking.
No, it's like today, like it's Friday. So, but he was getting in at 5:30. Now he's getting in at like 2:45, 3, which is a bit better. Still
Better.
aggressive, still horrendous, but like a bit better.
It also depends like do you have kids to pick up? Do you have a job to get to? And also like are you going to just go stop and get drinks right after? Then it makes
No,
sense. Go pick up. No.
no, I'm not getting drinks right after. I told you I'm waiting for Sunday.
You're literally not what? You're eating vegetables until Sunday? What's
No, I
happening?
think I might like. There's a place at the farmers market. There's a pasta place at the farmers market that I love, so I might take him there. We'll walk around. We'll chill. He's gonna be tired after the flight.
Yeah, he's going to be jet lagged.
Yeah. So we'll just chill, we'll unpack, we'll organize stuff because he's staying with me for a while. So yeah.
You like having house guests for a long time?
I never have them. And like I know him so well. Like
Stu, how many bedrooms do you have in your place?
I have a 1 bedroom, but he's gonna like sleep on the sofa. I have it all made up for him and stuff like that.
This
Look, he said
is
he's gonna try it out for like a week or two, and then if he doesn't, he's gonna get an Airbnb. It's all
I'm
good.
panicking.
You know, I love having guests because then I can plan stuff with them and all that kind of stuff. I love it.
Okay, you're happy. As
Yeah.
long as you're happy.
Like ask me next week.
I like my space.
Yeah.
I don't
So
even
you're
like my
just
husband at home
okay.
sometimes.
Do you pick up your husband from the airport?
No.
That's disgusting.
I just literally posted a reel on my stories on my feed the other day of my husband taking an Uber home. I
That's
truly
unbelievable. It's like $160 to like leave the airport now. It's so
well,
expensive.
number one, he can
Pay for
give it
that.
to the production or whatever.
Oh,
Like
great. Okay,
he
perfect.
can charge it to them. But number two, honestly, it's mean to ask someone at 6 p.m. to drive with kids from the valley to the airport. That's mean.
It's different. You're in a different situation. Like I'm
Thank
off
you.
today. Like after this, like I'm pretty much like free for the rest of the day. So it worked out. But yes, if it was a different time, I was at work. There's no way it's happening. I'm not going to give up
Yes.
work to go pick you up. So it
Thank
is.
you.
I guess different for everybody. Yeah,
Now, if he was flying into
that's
Burbank,
disgusting.
absolutely.
That is lovely. Burbank is beautiful.
In
Actually,
and
that would
out.
even be good for me. Yeah, even like
In and
any
out.
time of the day. In and out is
Yep.
the best. This dog is just going crazy here on my lap.
Your dog is like,
Um,
pick me up from the airport.
I know exactly. So we found out this morning Taylor Swift got her catalog back.
Speaking of, yes, you mentioned Taylor. You're a Swiftie?
I'm a Swiftie. Seen the Eras Tour 3 times. I would have went more if I
Wow.
could have afforded it. Um, so she gets her catalog back. Of course, all the Swifties are happy. Like, you know, like the diehards. Like they're on, but everybody was like clowning for Taylor Swift's version of the Reputation album at the AMAs. Now, there's a whole conspiracy with the AMAs. A lot of people didn't go. I think like because funds and I guess like it was like Dick Clark Productions. I believe like people donated to like the Trump Foundation. A lot of artists, big artists didn't. Yeah, they like there was woman that went down a rabbit hole. They saw where money went and all that kind of stuff. And I think they're saying that's the reason why a lot of big stars didn't turn up.
Oh, because it was like a Republican funded event?
So no, I think like money was donated like to like that fund, and like I think they didn't. And you know, like Trump said, like I hate Taylor Swift, like recently, you know, he on a tweet or something.
He said no. He said that she's not hot, which is even like
there's
even
another tweet
weirder.
out there like I hate Taylor Swift. There is, if you look it up, it's crazy.
But that was a while ago. That was after
yeah,
she said that she wasn't going to vote for him.
Yeah,
the most recent one was him saying, "Did you notice that since I said that, she's not hot?" So stupid.
And then, like, I guess she had things in her. So she wanted people to go to the AMAs to see it. And then there's all this stuff like, why didn't she win any award? Like, it is weird. If there's one award she should have won, and listen, like, I don't fucking care. But if there's one award that she should have won was like, I think like the tour of the year or something like that, where she had the biggest selling historical tour of like fucking all time. And like, you don't even win that one. Like, it was just, there's a whole weird thing around it. So,
I heard I did not pay attention to, number one, I had no idea they were even on. And they were on a Memorial Day, which is also really weird.
It was one of the worst things I've ever watched in my life. It was
That's
so
what I heard.
Look, I'm not saying like, the celebrities they had were just like these social media people.
Felt very like DLIS
against him, but like to have like, you know, Dylan Efron, who I fucking love, and I think he's the hottest thing ever.
Hottie.
He's on the red carpet, like from Traders. Like it's that's not the place. You know what I mean? It's like
it was giving like fillers, and then J-Lo and that crazy weird thirsty performance, I thought, with like the kissing everyone. Like it's
and that's the other thing. Did you see that performance? So that performance was meant to be a medley of all like the top songs of the year and all that stuff. And Taylor Swift has won like dozens of awards from the AMAs. Not one song did she dance to. Like she wasn't in the medley.
She's like getting erased.
So it's everything was kind of bizarre around it and so forth. But anyway, she got her catalog back from Shamrock. So Shamrock bought them from Scooter Braun in like 2019, I believe. So Taylor's team has been working with Shamrock, and you know, she asked or whatever what went down, she finally got them back. I want to know how much she bought them back for. But she got all her videos, all her everything, like everything.
She owns everything that she's ever produced, and now she sits and the only thing that I have to say that I find a little bit kind of crazy is how much money did she make on all of us buying the Taylor's versions over the last few years?
See, here's the thing. Everything happens for a reason. Like at that point when they were sold or whatever, I think it was like one of the worst parts of her life. She was like, I can't believe it. Like this guy, whatever. Then Kelly Clarkson was like, well, why don't you just re-record them? You own the originals or whatever it is. And she's like, So then she started re-recording them. And then it ended up being like incredible for her. Like, so a bad thing is not really a bad thing. And look how that ended up. She ended up getting them all back. She made like probably $1 billion from the Eras tour. I think it was something like that. She has so much money. She just buys them back in a second. She owns them all now. But here's the kicker. Everybody was waiting for the Reputation album to come out, the Taylor Swift. And in the letter on her website, she says, I know. What about Reputation, Taylor's version? Full transparency. I haven't re-recorded a portion of it yet. That's next on the list. Of course, I just wanted to share this news with you now. I kept it quiet and I hadn't signed everything and it was final on the patience. So basically, like, she says she's like recorded like a quarter of it. But people are thinking now like, oh, she's not going to bring it out now. And I'm like, no, I think she is. I think she's still going to follow it through.
What's the point of re-recording if she owns it? Isn't that the whole point of re-recording?
That's the whole point now, yeah. But at the time,
of course, she doesn't care now.
I think she will because the fans want it.
But why doesn't she just focus all that energy on creating new music?
Because she did say in like a Vanity Fair, I believe, article that she said the vault tracks on the Reputation Taylor's version are fire. So
they're going to be better.
People want the vault tracks. So when she did 1989, she had 4 or 5 other tracks at the very end of it that are new. Just released.
Got it.
I don't need the re-record, but I want the new fire tracks. Like that would be cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I have to say, like, I had a little burnout on
Talking.
Taylor. I was a little burned out.
Yeah. It just, well, then you have the Blake Lively stuff, and then she's brought into that too, and we'll get to that as well. But
Yeah, because that's how I got a little bit more on her side in the last couple of weeks. I got back on Taylor's side.
yeah, it was.
I'm
it was
happy for
rocking
her
there
though.
for a
She's
minute.
such a rock star with her business. I mean,
It's unreal.
like a mogul.
Yeah, really is crazy. Um, I want to ask you this question, and I don't know, it's just a blank question. Like Erica and Jesse Solomon, did she ever admit that they hooked up or no?
I don't think so. I don't even
No,
know if she said a word about it, but I also don't really follow Erica
I
like
don't.
like
Yeah,
word for word. I don't see her stuff. I don't know. I'm sure if she did say something, we would have seen it.
yeah.
She didn't deny it, and I don't think he did either.
So crazy. Just say like, yeah, we hooked up.
Do you watch Summer House?
No, I don't.
Listen, I have a lot of feelings about that show this year. I love that show. But my biggest gripe on that and what's kind of like going around right now is, so it's the reunion week.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that show is filled with a bunch of mean girls like
Okay,
Paige,
yeah.
Ciara, Amanda, and I don't know if you kind of know who these people are,
I know
but
that the main guy and they broke up and they got back together and they broke up and there was a ring and what did he
that was
send?
Craig
Craig
and Paige, but Craig
yeah,
is on the other show, Southern Charm. But Paige, she has that giggly squad. You know, she's on
yeah,
that other podcast, Giggly Squad, with Hannah Berner, and it's very, very successful. And she does really well. And she gets a lot of fans, but they're mean girls. Like they're not nice girls. And
I know.
they say they're girls, and I don't like girls. I've decided. Like I actually think, Stu, if you say out loud, and maybe there's like a similar thing for guys is this way,
Yeah,
and maybe it's like a gay guy thing. Maybe there's
yeah,
guys that are gay that do this, where there's girls that say like, I'm a girl's girl. And if you say I'm a girl's girl, I'm convinced you actually are mean to girls.
yeah.
Because if you actually are
Have to
good to
say
girls, you
it.
don't have to say you're a girl's girl.
Exactly, you don't.
It's like
You don't.
why do you have to say that out loud? If you say you're a girl's girl, that means you're only a girl's girl to your circle of girls, but that means you're fucking over other girls in some
Yes,
capacity.
exactly, exactly. I mean, sometimes the gays can do that. Some gays are like, like it always goes around like gays support gays, like as you should, like what I mean. Like our community sometimes can get like knocked or whatever, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter. So it's like, hey, build each other up in the community. Some don't. Example, Caitlyn Jenner, like she doesn't, and she should. You know what I
Is
mean?
Caitlyn Jenner a gay guy?
She's
No.
in like trans, but LGBTQ, like she's
Oh,
the
okay.
one of the
So you're
letters.
saying the whole wait, but let me ask you a question because I heard there was a whole feud between gay men and lesbian women.
Do you know what?
Is there?
I don't know. It's like it's hard to see those two get along. Like I have a few lesbian friends and stuff, but not many. And like over the years of 20 years living in Los Angeles, like I didn't have that many. Maybe like 2 or 3. That was it. So you don't have this plethora of like you would have gay men friends.
Do you
It's
think it's
weird.
just
I don't know what
because
it is.
you connect better with straight girls?
Correct.
And
Yeah.
do you think lesbian women connect better with straight men than gay
No.
men? No.
No, I don't know what it is about lesbians. I just don't know what it is. I have no fucking problem with them. But I was even saying this on one of my podcasts. I know. I was like, why is it I always feel like there's more gay men on TV shows than there are lesbian couples on TV shows?
There are.
When you think about it, they're like, so was it? Do people just prefer to watch gay men over like two like lesbians? Like it's just
I
I don't
think
get so
gay
much
men,
up on this.
it's interesting. You're right. Gay men are portrayed way more. And is it because they have more of like they're like more, it's become more of a character? Like the fun gay guy from like Sex
Yeah.
and the City.
Yeah, I mean, you have Sex and the City. I watched it last night with Miranda and Rosie O'Donnell.
I did not watch it because I do not want to see that.
But
I do not want to see
Miranda-
Miranda and Rosie O'Donnell have sex ever in my ever life.
Such a weird part.
No,
I
thank
was
you.
just like, what? It's kind of nice though, and she's kind of like a tourist. Rosie O'Donnell is. The story's cute. It's fun, but it's like, it's a lot. Like it is.
Don't tell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but you got to
No,
watch.
forget spoilers. I don't care. Spoil it for me. I'm spoiled. My insides are spoiled.
You're like, I'm just going to start just like that season, episode 2.
I won't watch that show anymore because I've heard such horror stories about those people that are on the show. But that is a disgusting thought to think about. Come on. Are you turned on by this?
No, I was, but I just like, I go to watch it because I want to watch. I mean, look, I thought the first episode of the new season, like, I go in and out of it like, God, it's like, it's the same type of acting that we've always seen, but for some reason, I don't know where the camera work is better, that it just feels more awful. But I'm still going to watch it because I just love it. Like, just to watch it. It's still shot beautifully. Carrie's wearing this ridiculous hat in there, like, where the fashion has gone too much. Like, she's in the park, and it's
Is
just.
it Blake Lively style hats?
Yeah, no, it's legit. Like, it's fucking terrible. Like, I've never seen that. I'm just like, you're just kind of like, what? I don't even know what they're talking about anymore.
Do you see Rosie O'Donnell and Miranda making out? You see them kissing like tongue?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I don't want to
It's kind of
see
like they meet
that.
at the bar. She's like, "Can I go home?" or whatever that, and then it kind of shows the morning after, and she wakes up, and then it kind of like there's this kind of funny like tourist stuff, and there's kind of a twist with it. So you have to wait, you have to watch it. You're like, I'm not going to watch it.
No thanks.
The Valley. I watched it on the treadmill this morning.
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts?
So Janet is still annoying as ever. Like,
Beyond.
and you know, and this is like goes back to your Mean Girls type of stuff. And I just was like, God, they're just like, I find it hard to like anybody on that show. I mean, I'm liking Kristen Doty. Like, I'm kind of like, she's like, and I never
she's
thought
the
I'd like
sane
her.
one.
Yeah,
She's the normal one. You know we have a problem when Kristen Doty seems calm and normal.
This is really triggering for me, and I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, but it's saying something, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like it's basically saying somebody is something when they're not, and you have no fucking idea. And this goes back to like them all sitting around the table talking about Daniel having the shot behind the door. And he said he had like 2 or 3 drinks max. Like he saw the bottle there going to get like, what did he say? He was going to get like
a White Claw.
A White Claw. It's like, it was like, he has a problem. You know, you should address that. And like Nia, no, the other girl who was,
They're all the same.
They're all the fucking same.
Jasmine.
Like Janet was
Jasmine and Janet.
Janet kind of brought it up, and because they're just mad that like she's not bringing up her life on TV with her husband. And it's like, that guy works so hard. Do you think he's a fucking alcoholic? Like, really, by looking at him, you know when someone has a problem. Like, there's like a few other people on that show that probably do, but like that guy, no. And he was tired. He went to sleep. And
His
then
3 babies.
Yeah, like fuck. And you know, like I know people that have kids, and they're, you know, like the kids are being looked after. They want to fucking let loose a bit. They might get a few too many drinks or whatever. Big deal. They have to go back to life tomorrow, you know, or the next day. It's really annoying for me because they're all going around saying it. And it's hard when it's in a public platform like that. That's not true. Like, you can lose work from that. Like, I've lost work from it, like from things said about me, like on a certain show, like that wasn't true. And it's like, it's just damaging. And I'm just like, and it's become this like kind of like conversation piece and point of the show. And then like that guy, Jason, they go to the hamburger bar and they're sitting there and he's like, well, I don't think, you know, he's kind of doubling down on it. It's like, is it Nia telling him to say that? Or is it Jason? Like, it drives me insane. Like,
no,
really
it's Janet. You mean Janet, his wife. Janet.
Yes.
No, it's so ridiculous. Janet, his wife, she's the worst, officially the worst. And she, you know, she sent him out there. Jason, you really have to talk to him about his drinking. And it's so crazy. He's sitting there and he's like, I'm not a drinker. By the way, you just mentioned on Sunday about day drinking. You don't drink a lot anymore, Stu. If you go out and have number one, they went wine tasting. It's not drinking a couple beers. It's
No.
wine in the middle
Yeah.
of the day. Do you know what that does to you if you
You're
stop drinking
exhausted at
wine in the
5
middle of the
o'clock.
day? You're
You're tired
done.
of it. You want a nap.
You can't function unless you keep drinking. So he
Yeah.
probably stopped, laid down, passed the fuck out. It
Of course.
happens.
Yes. Day
It
drinking
doesn't
at a
mean you're
winery.
it
Like
doesn't
that's
mean
the
you're an
one
alcoholic.
place.
You know what? If he would be an alcoholic is if he was like Jesse, the other guy who was drinking from 8:30 to 8:30 at night and never stopped
I
and
think
never
he
slept.
I think the whole reason why he took the shot at tequila was because tequila is an upper. So he's probably like, maybe if I take a shot, like I can kind of like lift up a bit.
He
And
probably
then I
was
just,
passing out on
yeah.
the drive home.
And so
You're
it'll give
right.
you like kind of a lift or whatever. I mean, like day drinking, like when I was in Sicily, like, what everybody saw it, like I'm not going to get into it too much, but I was like to my friend Ryan, I was like, I'm not drinking by the pool during the day. I said, just so you know, I'm not like, I think I got like an Aperol Spritz one day for like a photo, whatever. That was it. Like in the 3 days I was there at that Four Seasons hotel, it was incredible.
Oh my
Not
God, I
once
saw
did
your
drink,
pictures.
not once did I drink during the day at the pool because I was like, if I drink during the day at the pool, that's it. We're
It's
not
over.
going out for dinner. We're not having lovely wine or we're not having a lovely meal. I know me. Like I know I'll be exhausted. And then
You
you try
choose
and
one
push
or the
through.
other.
Yeah.
We're the
It was,
same age. When we were
yeah.
20, when we were even 30, it was different. But at this age, forget it. It's over.
Yeah. It just bothers me. And it's like, and then like you had Jason then sit down with them at like at Brittany's party and be like, I'm so sorry. And like, you value me as a friend. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, you literally just like called me out as being this alcoholic on camera,
TV.
knowing exactly what you're fucking doing. And it felt very like, I'm doing this kind of for the cameras are there and the story. Because the way he kind of pushed it, he was like, well, I disagree. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, you're the attorney. And he's like, yeah.
So what about the fact that they came to him and said, you go out and you take your wedding ring off?
Yes, Dodie.
Okay. That, if I ever went out specifically and took my ring off, that is bad.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about that. Because you're married and stuff like that. And like, I'm not. But like, even when I'm not, I still wear like this ring on my finger and it's on my left. I'm not even married or fucking with anybody. But I never take it off. I like wearing it because it's like a pretty ring. And it's only a band. If you lose it, like what, like $1,000? It's not like the worst. It's not like an engagement ring that's worth like 10 or 15 or, you know what I mean? With like a diamond. I can kind of understand that. But you wear your band.
Well, no one takes off a ring when you're at a bar to not lose it.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit excuse. The only reason to take off a ring is maybe if you're swimming in an ocean. But like, there's no reason. You would never take off a ring at a bar unless you're like doing some rave dancing in oil. I mean, I don't understand. So the only reason you're taking off a ring is because you want to present yourself as being single.
I think so. Like, I think like Kristen kind of hit on something there because he was like, oh, I was so glad like that's what it was and it wasn't something else. Well, what
He was
else was
freaking
it?
out.
Like, what else was it then that you thought it might be?
He was going to every single person being like, what do you think? What do you think she has on me?
And you know what? And that's what you get. And that's what you get when you start to judge someone. When you judge someone, get ready because it's coming back around like twofold, tenfold, whatever. Do you know what they say? Do you know what they say in Kabbalah? And I always kind of ask about this timeline of the Justin Baldoni lawsuit and the Blake Lively and stuff like that. When did that start to when it really kind of got like hot? Like, so when did she start it? Like, was it around 9 months after, do you think? Like,
I think she was planning for a long time, but she officially went public with it in December of last year.
Got
and
it.
the movie.
Like, let's say the day when Taylor Swift went over to the apartment, like that kind of like.
Day when Taylor Swift went over to the apartment was probably the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So like probably 10 months, 11 months.
Okay. So in Kabbalah, they say, when you judge somebody, get ready because it's coming back to you within 9 to 12 months.
Interesting.
I'm not joking. And my teacher said like, this was like 2 years ago and stuff. And I was like, I really waited on that because for certain reasons, and it all happened exactly the way it was like 9 months later, it all kind of fell apart for somebody.
Wow.
And he said it with like real like conviction. He's like, And don't question me on that. I've been doing this for 20 years and I've seen it.
So when someone, so you're saying if someone treats you badly,
treats you
like
badly, judges you, puts you down, like tries to kind of take you down, like all really just negative stuff that you're like pointing fingers at somebody,
it's going to fall apart for them.
It comes right back to you.
Wow.
Like a karmic thing, but he gave kind of a timeline and I was like, that's fucking crazy.
But the important thing is just sit and wait. Like, don't try to do it to them. It's going to happen on its own.
Just let the universe like set its course, play it out. The truth always reveals itself. It always does. It always does. I've seen it time and time again now since I started going to that class and so forth, like 2 years ago. I'm kind of nerdy in the 2 years. But yeah, crazy. Wow. So I always try and watch my mouth. Listen, it's still hard. You still kind of like, my gossiper and I still chatter and stuff like that. But I try and just kind of like watch it.
That's so crazy.
You see it happen all the time.
That's so interesting. I'm going to start paying attention.
Start paying attention. So when you see someone really go after someone or like really say the wrong things or lie about them and so forth, it comes back to them. Like just, he said it like, he's like, I set my watch. He's like, I set my calendar. That's what he said. I'll never forget.
Wow.
It stuck with me, that did.
Huh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Interesting.
So we had Lala then going after Jesse. I think she's very triggered by Jesse. And here's the thing. I go in and out of Jesse. Like, I'm like, I like him and then I don't like him. And I'm like, okay, are you a bit of a cunt? Like what? Like, I don't know.
Can I tell you?
What do you think?
I'm the same as you. Except I saw him in an interview yesterday. He was on a podcast.
Yes.
And there was a clip that went viral of him saying that when they were having their baby and they were giving birth, or she was giving birth, he was taking control. Did you see this?
Yes, I saw this, yes.
And this is the ultimate
epidural thing, right?
You can't, as a man, tell a woman how to give birth. It just you can't do it.
No.
You can't say, like, I want you to be natural without medication. I want it to happen this way. I want it to, and he's basically saying, like, I didn't want her to take drugs. I didn't want that.
I can't imagine the pain. Jesus. Like,
Stu, get like a golf ball and have it come out of your penis and then try to imagine the pain. I don't know if that's similar, but I have a high pain tolerance. I couldn't last an hour before I got my epidural. It's so bad.
Yeah. She was like, I need more and more. And they're like, we can't give you anymore. You have to wait a bit, like, till we can give you more or something like that.
It's unreal. You feel like you can handle it until you literally want to kill a bitch.
Yeah.
So it's to hear him talk about it and like talk about it confidently. He's like, yeah, well, I had to take control. I'm like, ooh.
She passed out. Like, what? She couldn't.
He's like, well, she's my child. So like, I wanted to make sure she was going to come into a world without drugs. I'm like,
okay, so he gave the reason that he said like, oh, well, like, are drugs going to go into the bloodstream of the child or whatever that, and then they said like, no, it's not. It goes to like the back area or whatever. So then that should have been okay for him. That should have been him to say then that, okay, I'll stop. Like, give her whatever she wants,
or talk to the freaking doctor before the day of the birth. Get all your questions out of the way. What is this? Like, while she's writhing in pain, you're like, wait a second.
It was kind of like, I can see he's like mad as well with the cheating thing and the lying thing and stuff like that. So like, I kind of feel from that way and stuff.
Same.
So it's like hard, but I agree with you that like, just stop talking about a woman's body. Just let her do her thing. Like, just
There's something that we're missing though, because apparently he was like completely a liar. According to her, he has zero money. He doesn't pay shit. He doesn't pay child support. He doesn't pay any of his insurance. Like, so there's a lot of
like there is like if there's smoke, there's fire. Like
they're both bad though. They're both bad.
Then Lala then was like, she said her piece, and then you see like Sheena just like going into the frame. She's like, hey.
She looked so stupid.
She was like, there's like clearly it's their conversation.
She looked really, really weird in that show. Like, actually, both Lala and Sheena did not need to be there.
Let's give it like a Vanderpump feel.
Why were they there? They don't need to be on that show.
I think one of those two will be on the show. Or maybe they'll just be friends of and just popping in and out.
But they don't need to be. They're not necessary.
So that happened, and then it was just like, so she obviously is triggered by Jesse, and then And then this kind of part towards the end, I didn't really like when Brittany kind of like got everybody around and she just started just shitting all over Jax without him there. Now, look, I know he's not the best guy and stuff like that. Like he has done some shitty things, but I just felt like it was such a like takedown with the whole cast there. Like, gather around, everybody. Let me tell you what he's like. I was like, oh, this is a bit much without him there to defend himself. What did you? I thought it was just kind of odd.
You worry about Jax all of a sudden?
I
Are you
know,
team
but
Jax?
If he's in rehab, he's in rehab, and like they're just all talking shit about him. It's just like
Good.
I know he deserves what. Like I totally agree with you. I just thought the scene felt a bit like, oh, this is a bit. You know,
I despise Jax, and I'm like, usually I can see both sides, but there's something about Jax that really upsets me. Like, I don't know why. There's something about him. He really does remind me of like my father or something. So I don't know. I can't see a positive side of him. So I'm like, it's all good. But listen, Brittany, like the whole mortgage thing that happened, that conversation, I'm like, really why did she not have her name was on the mortgage? How did she not know that they were not paying mortgage?
Did she not get a call with a letter or an email from the bank?
I mean, if your name is on the mortgage, you should have a way to check your mortgage statements. Yeah. That's a problem. My name is on my mortgage. I know how to check it.
But I mean, if they're going through all their problems, she should know everything that's like tied to him. So she's like, make sure that everything is taken care of.
Insanity.
I don't even want to talk about this. He's just so fucking annoying. Like this Todd Chrisley thing. Like, look,
I don't get it.
I don't like. It's just annoying. Like I don't even like him anyway. I never watched that show.
I don't watch it. I don't get it.
You did what you did. You are a fucking criminal, and that's it. And then he's going on like there was a thing on the Daily Mail I saw just before we got on. He was like, "I'm glad this could happen to you. I didn't do this." It's like, oh my God, I can't. Like I just had to turn off. I was like, nobody ever sent me another clip from him. Like I'm
gonna block him from my brain.
Yeah, like whatever. Anyway, Blake Lively, now she's seen at an equestrian farm in South
today.
Apparently, like she's under fire. Like it's not going well for her. She wants to get the fuck out of this. Now there's this whole
she's getting desperate.
And that whole what's her name, Elise?
Yes,
she filed this thing. Like explain that to me. So basically, if it goes through, like. So Justin Baldoni can't go after her after she loses. Is that basically what it is for defamation?
So, okay. Just to give you kind of like a rundown of what it was. Yeah. So she filed this like amicus brief. So basically what it is it's this letter that's called like Friends of the Court. And it sounds, from a zoomed out perspective, it sounds like a really big deal. It sounds like, wow, this woman that basically sued a man for sexual harassment.
Correct.
And then got sued in return for defamation or for retaliation. And for defamation is coming to the court saying like, I stand with Blake Lively because this happened to me. And she's now an attorney, this woman. And it sounds like, whoa, this is something that really happens to people and it's a really big deal. So from a zoomed out perspective, it sounds like a big deal. But then you go in to read into the story.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Elise Dorsey is a fraud, okay?
Yeah.
So this woman, as an adult, while married, and so she was a married adult.
To be filing this for you.
Yeah. She was a married adult in law school, had an affair with her professor. Again, not okay on his part at all. I am not making excuses for him, but he's a piece of shit. That doesn't mean anything he's doing is okay, but she was a consenting adult who also had an affair. He was married with kids. Both pieces of shit, okay? They have an affair on and off for 10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
I didn't read that
so, like, she graduates, she goes on, she gets work, she ends up working under him at some point, on and off, on and off. He's having affairs. He's sleeping with other people.
So consenting in this. Like, what?
They go to Napa on a romantic vacation together. God. Okay? She ends up claiming that he booked it on a work trip and then there was only one bed. He's like, no, I have text to prove that we booked it together as a romantic vacation. Like he has text on text on text as proof. And that's when he sued her back. He has text proof saying, I'm breaking up with you. I have someone else in my life, whatever. He's saying, I love someone else. That's not even his wife. It's someone else. Oh, and she loses it on him. How dare you break up with me today?
Yeah.
And then she sues him. Then he sues her back for all this defamation. Now they end up settling out of court. So she ends up getting sued back. They end up settling out of court. He withdraws the lawsuit. They settle. And allegedly, I think it ends up that her insurance ends up paying him. So she doesn't win. He's not this horrible human being. Yes, he has an affair and he shouldn't sleep with a student, but she took very well part in it. And now she's pretending that she was this horrible victim and Blake Lively's this horrible victim. I'm like, this is who hitches their wagon to Blake?
The same person in a way. Like
they're horrible. They're opportunists.
I mean, like, she's just ruined her life over this. She really has. I saw in like one of your YouTube like titles, you're like, Blake Lively has ruined her life over this lawsuit. I mean, she
ruining her
and
life.
Everything she tries, and even like serving fucking ice cream or donuts, and then they're going at her with like a hairnet in her hair, and then like nothing she does, everything she touches like turns to shit. So it's like,
I know.
Okay, I need to stop. What would you do? Like just like if you were in her position right now, and just be like, do you just keep going to the end? Or do you just pull back and be like...
No, I mean, but it's so obvious to me. But I would have stopped so many months ago, but I don't think that they'll ever stop because I think honestly, truly 1000%, they don't see that they're wrong.
Sure.
Because that's how narcissists work, right? So like I've done so much studying on narcissism, and you probably have too. Narcissists don't see themselves as incorrect. They really truly see themselves as the victims. So why would they stop when they think that they were injured in this?
I know. You just need, there's just no attorney that's like telling them like, listen, this is not about your egos and like you need to take your shit out of it.
But their attorneys are getting paid. They're buying summer houses and yachts. So they're like, bring it on, keep it going.
Because they're probably like, it's not our money. They can do whatever they want.
They're so happy.
Of course they are. Summer houses are gonna have a great year this year.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, I don't see how this ever goes in their favor, but crazier things have happened because I'm watching the Karen Reed trial like obsessively, and that's crazy too. Like Justice.
That's the one where she apparently reversed and hit the husband and then drove away.
That's what they're accusing her of.
Like the guy's lacerations do not like look like that at all. Like he
looks like he was aggressively beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
And his dog scratches and bites all over his arm.
Yeah.
And the story goes on, but that trial is so maddening because you can see right in front of your eyes how justice sometimes isn't served. Yeah. And so it's scary to see. And then the Diddy trial, like there's so many things. How many times are these things happening in front of our faces where justice isn't served? So I'm worried for Justin. I worry that if they actually do go the whole way, what if she gets away with it?
And it's like and speaking of Diddy, I just literally probably like 8 minutes before we got on here, like TMZ, I saw a slide from TMZ that apparently Donald Trump kind of like joked about possibly pardoning Diddy.
Come on, there's no way.
Stop. Like that would just I just do it in for me.
He's got to be joking because that is that would actually be the most insane thing. I mean, Diddy is the craziest part about Diddy, and I don't follow the case that much because it does give me the ick like big time. Yeah. So I have a couple of people that I'll bring on my show to talk about it. Yeah. I can't follow it, but Diddy worries me because I don't know if they have enough on him to actually keep him in jail. Wow. Because they went after him for these like child trafficking and sex trafficking and RICO charges, but all they come out with is the fact that he's abusive and a disgusting human being. But that's not enough to keep him in prison for the rest of his life.
Oh God, I don't know.
You want to hang out with Diddy next week? Maybe he'll be at Pride.
God,
he's definitely gay. I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
No straight man is effing men left and right, right?
No. Well,
my husband would never.
Like they're gay. So
what'd you say?
The ones I know, they're gay. So it's like,
right? Like I was okay. Wait, what are your thoughts on Hugh Jackman? Do you think Hugh Jackman is gay or straight?
I think he's gay. Like in the scene, it's very, very rumored that he is, and there's
that's what everyone says.
Evidence out there and all that kind of stuff with that. Yeah.
Okay, so I want his ex-wife. Now they're supposedly like fully going through a divorce. You know how he was married to that woman?
Yeah.
And she's not happy with him because he moved on with this Sutton Foster actress. This I want her to write a tell-all book, and I want there to be a chapter how she would come home and watch him put on her dresses.
There was even like things going out there saying that like him and Ryan Reynolds are like buddy and all this
That's
kind
what they
of stuff.
say.
And then Blake Lively's like the beard and all that. I can't. Like it's just like we can't even go down that road. Like it's just
I know, but I kind of like love it
like
in my mind.
Next Gen New York City premieres next Tuesday, June 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Are you going to watch it?
I literally, why do I want to watch zygotes like babies?
I know, but I'm going to give it one episode.
Me too. But I don't want to. I will, but I don't want to. But what if we like it?
I don't know. Looking like, yeah.
I
don't
feel
know.
like
It's
Bravo is really, really lacking. There's nothing.
There's no shows like why am I watching anything on there? Like The Valley. That's pretty much it.
I watched The
Love
Valley
Hotel.
and Summer House.
People are liking Love Hotel right now. I need to watch that.
I haven't watched it, but
People
it's
are
not even
liking
Bravo.
that.
It's Peacock.
It's Peacock, but they said it's getting really good now.
Okay, so we'll watch that.
Yeah.
And then, do you
need to
watch?
Send me suggestions.
Do you watch Love Island?
No.
You should get into it this season. I watched it for the first time last year, and it's a fun summer show because they're just so
Okay.
hot.
Okay, maybe I'll do that.
It's just like a lot of hot people in bikinis and bathing suits.
It's going to make me want to go on vacation.
Well,
Anyway,
you just literally were on vacation.
wanna
I
go
am
back.
never on vacation. My vacation is my backyard.
that was such a like last minute thing, but it was the best decision of my
Oh,
life. It
you
was like
poor
I went to London last
Stu.
year. It was.
Poor Stu.
I'm going to wrap this up because I have to get in the car and drive to the airport now because he's landing in about 25, 30 minutes.
Go.
Donna, thank you so much. Tell everybody where they can find you 5 days a week, I believe.
5 days a week,
5 days a
daily
week?
dose of Donna. I'm on YouTube 5 days a week, and I have the audio episode every day too on wherever you find your podcasts.
I love you. Thank you so much. I'm
Love
going
you
to hit you up
too.
about Sunday and see if you want to pop
Yes.
down for an hour or two.
I can find
You and
some
Zach.
fun.
I'm going to ask Zach as well. So,
Oh my God, he was just texting me while we were talking. He's jealous. He can't get enough of us.
I know. I love him. I love him too. And we're all going to hang out. Get your tickets. NoFilterLive.com. Donna and I will be in the Chicago date. I think it's the 27th. Just
Something like that.
Go to the date and get your tickets, and we'll see you all there. Bye, everyone. Happy weekend. Happy Pride.
Bye.